Today I'm going to protective style my hair. Going for a style that I used to do before when my hair was a little bit shorter. As my hair grows longer, it becomes more difficult for me to do this hairstyle, but I've always loved this hairstyle. So I took some time out, about I think maybe 2 hours, to actually section my hair and the tangle so that it will be easier for me to just do this hair as I talk about this topic that is dear to me. I feel should be talked about more. I think as a Black community, Afro textured hair community, people with curly, kinky hair, we need to talk about this a lot more. So I'm trying to choose holiday styles. I'm going on holiday soon, and I'm trying to choose something that will last me. So I'm thinking maybe I should try this style, and if I like it, I'll just refreshen it before I go on holiday. Do you know that according to research, the race that balds the fastest, the race that suffers hair loss the fastest is Caucasians. However, we all know that African women, people with Afro textured hair, people that wear their hair long, tend to suffer from a different kind of hair loss. It's something that is prevalent amongst us as African women, Africans in general. And this hair loss is traction alopecia. I think I have a little bit of traction alopecia here. I've tried to do something about it, but it doesn't seem to be working. There's a difference between traction alopecia and balding. Balding is like it's natural, it comes naturally. You can't do much about it. But with traction alopecia, it's I don't know if I'm saying the word correctly. I don't know if I'm saying the term correctly. With this traction alopecia, it's something that can be prevented. I thought I detangled this thing. Oh my goodness, the struggle, the struggle. I did a thorough detangling, but still I'm here stuck and trying to detangle again. These children will not keep quiet. Why did I even decide to go and do this hairstyle, Bikun? Why did I even? Maybe it's time to trim my hair. Yeah, trimming my hair works just for that day that I trim my hair. But after 2 weeks, if I take down my hair and wash it, it's like back to square one. Today, it's commonplace. It's been normalized. You see young girls 7, 8, 9, 10, and they've already started balding. They have no front hair, they have no edges. I don't know if their parents don't understand. You see them wearing braids, extensions, repeatedly, time after time, time after time. The solution to covering whatever it is, the lack of hair is to pick up the tiny, tiny pieces, whatever you can grip. You would think that the parents will maybe take a step back on using extensions on these kids' hairs. But no, the solution now is to use curly baby hairs. You use gel to lay down their whatever is left of the front edges and still continue with the damaging hairstyles. I don't know if it's ignorance, I don't know what it is. I've talked to a few parents that I know. I've told them the dangers of what they're doing, but it's as if so this was something I was so intentional about not allowing to happen to my daughter. She's 11, she's preteen. She sees her friends with extensions, with braids, and she keeps asking me, Mom, can I get braids? And I'm like, you're not getting braids till you're 18. I'm gonna take care of your hair the way I know how. Then when you're 18, whatever you want to do with your hair, that's up to you. Maybe I should try some water, maybe to help me, because I'm struggling here. The major cause of traction alopecia is just because we keep touching our hair, manipulation. Relaxers, braids, wigs, yes, even wigs, our bonnets, anything that's rubbing the friction, just the mere friction of wigs. The braids is just the weight of the braids. Most times you believe that the tighter the hair is, the longer it will last. Some people believe that tight hair tends to stimulate hair growth. All these things work in combination and the result becomes traction alopecia. I think I'm going to kind of give credit to my mom and even to my secondary school then. If you attended Federal Government College Enugu, I don't know if it was the same for all federal government colleges, sure. But the school I attended, you're not allowed to relax your hair. Even though some girls were able to get away with it, I wasn't able to get away with it. I got fed up with my hair at a certain point and I relaxed my hair. And I got the embarrassment of my life. I was called out at the assembly ground and my hair was shaved off, or is it cut off in bits and pieces, and then I was sent back home and told to call my mom. If not, I would have been suspended. Yeah, it was embarrassing. But I think I'm grateful for that, because after that I had to cut my hair and just leave it natural. Other girls, yes, were relaxing their hair, but they were doing it in secret. And of course, because they had to do it in secrecy, they're not doing it as much as they should have been doing it. So I think I'm gonna give some credit to my school then for preserving my hair in a way. Traction alopecia occurs when our hair follicles, they begin to lose their integrity. You make braids, wigs, relaxers, extensions, even general protective styling. With this regular manipulation, you pull out your hair from the roots, it grows back. You pull it out, it grows back. You pull it out, it grows back. But it gets to a certain stage where that hair follicle, the integrity of that hair follicle begins to wane. And then it now becomes difficult to grow back. That is where women start looking for, things that they can use, a cure, so to say, that they can use. That is where the $1 million industry of, repair kits, hair magic just to grow back your hair. Yes, sometimes this hair magic, this hair growing back, whatever, seem to work. I don't believe that it's because of what you're applying to your hair. It's not because of that. Sometimes the instruction for you to grow back your hair is to leave that hair, just leave it where it is. And just by the mere fact that you've left your hair, you've stopped manipulating it, your hair will grow back. And it's not because you're applying whatever magic it is, it's just because you've decided to stop touching your hair. And the mistake we make is that once the hair has grown back, we return to doing those hairstyles that damage our hair even more. And then the hair loss returns. Then it will get to a stage where that hair follicle just dies off and that hair cannot grow back again. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter what hair magic, what drugs, whatever you take. That is it. The only thing that might work in that situation maybe is hair transplants. Even sometimes hair transplants fail. And let's be honest, how many of us can afford a hair transplant? It's not cheap. It's big bucks. This backside can be it can be something else. The tangles and everything, it's hard to, because I cannot see what I'm doing. Looking back, I'm kind of grateful that my environment then didn't allow me to do whatever I wanted to do with my hair. After I finished secondary school, I now relaxed my hair. I was now free to do whatever I wanted to do with my hair. But still, I couldn't do what others were doing with their hair. Going to the salon or going to the market, it was the market then, to do my hair. My mom wouldn't give me any money for that. So I was forced to learn how to do my hair. I just had to. I could count the number of times I actually went to the market to have someone do my hair professionally, because my mom wouldn't give us money. It used to be my dad that would give us money to do it. And somehow, to be honest, I think it kind of saved me, kind of saved my edges, because those hairstyles used to be very tight. If it's not tight, it doesn't look good. They will pull your front hair, and you have a headache for like 3 days. Those hairstyles were very damaging, but ignorantly we were doing it because that was the thing then. I'm kind of grateful that my hair didn't have to pass through that trauma as much as some of my mates' hair did. To be honest, I don't know if I'm just noticing this now or if it has always been here. Yeah, but here I don't have a lot of hair. But I remember that when I used to relax my hair, also I used to relax my hair, but I don't think I've ever gone to the salon to relax my hair. Actually, I have, but I can't remember much because I always did. In relaxing my hair, I always wanted to make sure that this front hair was very straight. So that what that meant was that my hair would always burn, my scalp would always burn, and at the end of the day, I'll start picking it out. So maybe that's why I'm thinking this is what this is. So after I had my daughter, I was adamant that I was going to teach her to love her hair. I was going to try and do everything to preserve her hair, make her love it. And let me just say, this caused a lot of fights between me and her dad. Because, yes, as Africans, we're made to think that, long hair in extension is better. It looks better. Of course, I mean, it looks better. It looks better. That's what they make us think. Our hair the way it is doesn't look nice. There has to be extensions. You cannot just leave your hair in its natural state. You cannot just braid it in its natural state. There has to be like extensions in it. So her dad always wanted her to be in extensions. He'll see other kids, with their hair in extensions, in beads and everything. And he wanted that for his daughter. Yes, he meant well. But I was adamant that this wasn't going to be the case. Yeah, I almost got coerced into putting extensions in my daughter's hair. But then she had very fragile scalp. Her scalp was very tender. Just a little bit of pressure and she'll start having balls on her scalp. So I did use extensions twice or thrice when she was in nursery. And I could see the reaction. So this was something I was so intentional about not allowing to happen to my daughter. Even now, she's 11, she's preteen. She sees her friends with extensions, with braids. And she keeps asking me, Mom, can I get braids? And I'm like, you're not getting braids till you're 18. I'm going to take care of your hair the way I know how. Then when you're 18, whatever you want to do with your hair, that's up to you. There are times when two or three times where I've, okay, given in and let her get braids. Not like single braids. Maybe I'll do a protective style with just her hair. And then at the end, I'll put some extensions at the end of it. And on her own, she'll say, Mom, I don't like this hairstyle. I don't like the way it looks on me. And she takes it off. And I'm like, maybe my effort is now paying off. This is what I wanted for her. I wanted her to love her hair the way it is. I mean, let's be honest. These protective styles, as much as I want to deny it, they look cute. Especially when you add beads to it at the end. For young girls, they look cute. They look cute, but at what cost? Are they worth it? Are they really worth it? One thing that has worked for me so far is I eliminated the use of extensions from my hair and my daughter's hair as well. And I've seen a huge difference. And even when I was using extensions, one thing I learned how to do was I make extensions maybe and carry it for like 3-4 weeks, take it out and allow my hair to breathe, to recover, to rest for at least 2 weeks before I return to using extensions. That way, my hair follicles are not being pulled. And the hairstyles I go for are very simple hairstyles. And also with my daughter, I don't make fancy hairstyles. I don't make hairstyles that will take forever to complete. I make very simple and straightforward hairstyles. That way, I'm not on her hair for a long period of time. Then I let her carry it for at least 2 weeks before I take it down and change the hairstyle. I'm done with the sides. I don't know how it looks at the back. I hope it looks okay. Now it's time to do the middle part. Oh, my kids are giving me a hard time here. I hope you can hear me. I am certainly not trying to police anyone on what to do with their hair. What I'm trying to say here is that we need to break this cycle of hair loss, this cycle of traction alopecia amongst Black women. And the way I think we can do it is to teach our young girls how to love their hair in its natural state. No extensions, nothing extra. Just love their hair. So that as they grow older, they won't have to deal with what we're dealing with now. Most ladies now, most adults now, because of the way our parents treated our hair, because of the ignorance back then, we're now suffering from hair loss. And now the same things that our parents did to us, we're doing it to our kids. And we consider it as cute, as beautiful. But then these kids will grow up to our age. They'll grow to a certain age and become so embarrassed about, how their hair looks, and they try to cover it up in wigs and braids, and then the damage keeps occurring under those wigs, under those waves. I think you see where I'm going here. So I'm not saying stay away from wigs or extensions entirely. I'm saying let's take it down a notch, just a little bit. Let's learn to appreciate what we have. We spend thousands and thousands and millions of dollars buying hair that grows out of our scalp free of charge, naturally, from other races. When I think about this, I don't know how it makes me feel. But like I said, I'm not trying to police anyone on what to do with their hair. Our hair is beautiful, even though I'm struggling with it now, but it is beautiful. I believe there is a cure to traction alopecia, and the cure is to love our hair. Love it so much that you don't hide it in wigs, in braids, just love it so much that you take care of it the way it should be taken care of. Love your hair so much that you teach your daughters to love their hair, or your sons, so that they grow up loving this hair and they don't continue the circle or the cycle of damaging their hair, losing it, and then spending thousands and thousands of dollars buying hair to cover up what they already had but lost because of lack of maintenance, because of the fact that they didn't love it enough to take care of it. Yes, it took me a while to love my hair the way it is. It took me a long while. It took a lot of mental work for me to love my hair. Even now, sometimes, there's still a battle within me. I am an African queen. My hair is my glory. How can I emanate this glory if not through wearing my hair? I am down to the last bit. Oh my goodness. If you can't already tell, I am very, very passionate about hair. Shout out to all my queens who shave all their hair off and just go bald. And shout out to all my queens who are experiencing hair loss due to one reason or the other. Not because of what they've done, not because of, how they didn't take care of their hair. Maybe because of some medical issues of postpartum hair loss. Last step, you are doing great. We are almost done. We can cure alopecia. We can be black queens, love our hair the way it is by actually loving our hair the way it is. And that is my message today. And this applies to our kids. Using those heavy extensions, relaxers, braids, wigs, it's not worth it. If it's going to cause hair loss, it's not worth it. I think I need to lead by example. I need to take my own advice because the amount of hair I lost in making this hairstyle, I don't think I'm ever going to make this hairstyle again. I don't think it's worth it. And that's it. What do you think about this hairstyle? It's been a while. Let me do it. Not a 360 in a way. But that's it. I like it, but I'm never doing it again. This is it. Like I said, I'm getting ready for holiday. I don't know if this is the right style for a holiday. I think I like it. It might make me perspire a lot, but I think if I feel too hot, I can just pack it up. Yeah, pack it up in a side bun, or is it a side ponytail? Yeah. I love it. Thank you so much for watching. Please do well to subscribe, share this video if you think you've learned something and you think somebody else will learn from it. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, my name is Onyeka. Bye.